Bang bang, Dre game back in this thing. What's good, y'all? Dre guy coming to you live. I'm gonna commentate this one. This one got a little crazy. So I'm playing my signature Dragunity Turbo, but guess what I'm going against? The one deck that shuts down a pure dragon build or any particular build like that. Zombie World. What are the odds? But anyway, so this is in platinum, right? And I'm all like, all right, how am I gonna maneuver past this? Luckily, I had Max C to stop him from popping off, right? But this was like early on, right? So I don't know how this Zombie World deck pops off, so I'm still reading stuff. So I'm like, all right, so let me make a move real quick. I was like, all right, I know what I want to do. I know I can still synchro summon with the equip spell, right? And I can pop off easily, right? So I'm gonna pause it right here. So my train of thought is I can get rid of him, right? I'm gonna look at my extra deck real quick. I'm gonna like, all right, what I got? Useless, live. So I know I can go into some plays. This is technically useless. I can't go into Boro because I can't go into my Link. So I'm looking at my extra deck, right? And I'm like, dang, almost everything is useless, live, useless, right? So I'm at like maybe a 80% ratio of my deck, and my extra deck is useless. But I do got win conditions, which is this, and I knew that, right? And I think I seen something with the Doom King, so I was like, all right, I know he wants to summon Doom King, right? But he surprises me later that this just isn't a Zombie World Doom King deck, it's an Eldlich. So I'm gonna play it real quick. So he pops off his own Maxi. So I'm like, all right, bet. Luckily he did it so early where I still got my hand live, right? I still got the Maxi, so I just end my turn. And I didn't want to do anything yet, right? Because he got Zombie World, so everything is useless at this point. So I also didn't want to attack because I see he gets his effect once he goes to the grave, right? So mind you, I still don't know what this deck does. You know, I'm a return duelist. But you know, I'm kind of experienced, right? I'm not no fool now, you know what I'm saying? I get busy. You know what I'm saying? So he goes into a Link. I misplayed because I was trying to figure out how to activate Max C without something triggering it, right? And then I let her find out that you can turn the auto to home. But that's neither here nor there. So long story short, since I misplayed, that was my first misplay, right? Keep in contact how many misplays I did. But anyway, so he summons Eldlich, and I end up only getting one draw with Max C, right? So he pops off, but I'm like, all right. So I'm reading Doom King. I'm like, all right, you know, he's pretty solid. So I'm like, all right, you can use one of these effects per turn, right? And mind you, even though this is a replay, everything's going fast. But in the actuality, I took forever on my turn because I'm always trying to strategize, right? So he does this, which I didn't care because as you can see, I baited it because I have Remus to get another ravine. So that was neither here nor there. So this is when I pop off, right? I'm gonna pause it right here. So my turns actually took forever. So I was actually running low on time because I'm reading and I'm thinking, like, what's my next move? What could be my next move? What's my win condition? What's his win condition? What happens when I do get my win condition out? What can he do to stop it, right? So I'm thinking about all of this. Because again, I didn't run Feather Duster or Lightning Storm or anything like that. Twin Twister, Cyclone, to get rid of this. So I knew I had no way to get rid of Zombie World. So I just had to play with it. And my win condition didn't involve getting rid of this. Because the only way, technically, I could get rid of it with this guy. Because when he's destroyed, I destroy all of his back row. But I have to first get him out. But anyway, so let me continue. So I'm like, all right, bet. All right. No Max C. All right, so all right, I'm good. So I do this. I'm about to pop all. All right. So So I'm like, all right. What else can I do? So eventually I figure out, oh snap, I gotta win condition, right? So I do this, right? And I said, bam. 6 + 4 equals, you guessed it, my Dark Arm Dragon. Escalon. I mean, he's pretty much a Dark Arm Dragon at this point, right? So I do this, right? I knew Doom King was gonna trigger his effect, right? To negate it. Because I'm a zombie now. But what I didn't know, and this was a misplay on my part, because what I should have did was, I should have just went into battle phase, ran over him, main phase 2, used his effect to remove a play, Eldlich, right? But again, I'm still learning. I didn't know that it's each effect once per turn. Because again, at the time, I never seen his deck, right? Because I'm a returning duelist, right? I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In like a good 8 years, right? Prior to Master Duel. Anyway, so he does this, right? And I'm like, what? That's crazy. So when he does that, I'm like, all right, what can I do next? So I'm like, all right, I gotta pop off, right? So I summon this guy, and then I still got him in the grave, right? So I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, all right, let me pop off. So I was like, all right, I still got him, Lewin. So I use Lewin's effect, right? And then you guessed it, I can pop off like this. So I'm pretty sure he's rarely seen, if ever seen, a Dragunity deck in Platinum. So he's all like, dang, he had this possibility. Yes, my guy, I does this. So, and again, I'm kind of fronting. Even though this replay is going fast, right, and everything looked like it just happened seamlessly, it didn't. It took me a while to realize, all right, I still got this win condition, right? So I do this, bang, I summon my other win condition. And now he's beefed up, right? Good thing about this Dragunity deck, it isn't a one-trick pony. And this is pre-Baron de Fleur, right? That's why I love this deck, because it isn't a one-trick pony. I can pop off, I can bust a move, I can do whatever I want, right? So now I'm like, all right, what he got planned? He has an Eldlich deck, so he can still do this Eldlich bullshit. Excuse my language. So he does this, he says to. So I didn't know what this other far right face down was, right? So I was kind of playing scared, I ain't gonna front. So I used Ravine to add ducks. Now I could have summoned ducks and I could have popped off. And truth be told, I could have won, right? But I was kind of scared. I was playing scared. I just wanted ducks in my hand, right? Now he does this. Fast turn. So he does this. Fast turn again, right? So I'm like, all right, at the very least, I got a card to discard for Ravine. He summons the Golden Lord. Now, I played many Golden Lord decks, Eldlich decks prior, right? But I honestly don't even be reading like that. And sometimes I be getting the artwork mixed, right? On who does what. So when I did this, he had the little solemn warning for Eldlich, right? Which I didn't care, because at this point, he misplayed, and that made game, right? Because he could have technically lived for another turn. And on top of that, just to add fuel to the fire, my ducks is now beefed up, right? It's going to be a 2900, and my synchro destroyed this back row. And that was GG no re right there. Came back from like crazy ass comeback. But anyway, so there was that. So yeah, so when this duel happened, I thought it was cool, whatever. So I thought that you guys might want to see how his deck was. So here we go. This was his deck for Eldlich Zombie World. You know, nothing crazy. You know, it makes sense once you see it. You know, solid deck. I thought, you know, maybe I may make this deck one day. I won't use the Eldlich one, but yeah, I thought you guys might want to see it. So here we go. And of course, here's my Dragunity deck list. I know a bunch of y'all been asking for the deck list for the longest. And here you go. I'm pretty much done playing this deck. I'm gonna probably post a few more duels because I kind of got bored. I ain't gonna hold you, but I love the Dragunity engine. It's crazy consistent, crazy powerful. It's off meta, and people don't expect or know what comes, so they misplay on the Ash, Maxis, and all of that stuff. So yeah. I can explain it in another video, and I can show you some test hands on like what to do and like all the possibilities. But yeah, thank you for watching. You got any questions? You know, hit me up. I'm all ears, and yeah, man, have a nice one. Peace.